This is the Turnitin submission inbox. So I'll open the document viewer by hitting the blue square. Maximize the size of the screen and go to the grade mark view, which defaults to the quick mark set. If I open the rubric screen down here, you can see that there is no rubric or grading form attached to this assignment. If I hit the spanner icon here, this is the rubric screen, which is telling me this particular rubric is not attached to this assignment. It's called the 10-point rubric. It's one of mine. It's telling me this rubric cannot be edited and that it's scoring percentage. You may not have any rubrics when you open this screen. It's just that I've already used quite a few rubrics. If we hit this icon top left, you can see we can duplicate this rubric. We can't edit it in its current form, but if we duplicate it, we can give it a new name and edit the fields. But I'm going to create a new rubric, and that gives us a blank screen. You can enter your rubric name here. You change the names of your scales to something like poor, excellent, good, whatever. You need to give a value to your scales. You can give your criterion names. You need to give them a weighting, and you're given a box here to enter a description of the criterion. You can also enter remarks into all of these grid boxes, but you don't have to. Neither do you need to work out the actual values of those grid boxes. Turnitin does it for you. We're in percent here. You do have other options which I'm not going to go into. The easier way of creating a new rubric, for me anyway, is to import, and as you can see we can import from Excel files. So I'll just slide down, download the example template, and here it is. If we enable editing, you can see the fields that you can edit, which are exactly the same as in the rubric that I just showed you. Once you've done that, you can save it. This is a template that I have already partly edited. As you can see, I've slightly changed the names of the criterion. I've dropped the word title, and I've put some descriptors in as well. I've also put depressingly dreadful in the poor column, and I've labelled the other scales across the top here, and I've put an impressive on the excellent, just to show you how it appears. I'm going to delete all of this because I don't want that appearing in my rubric, so then we'll just save that. I'm going to do save as because I'm saving it in Excel 97 to 2003. I don't know what happens if you save it in a higher version, but I'm going to stick with the way they did it for now. So then let's go back to the rubric screen and over to the import button, and here I can select my file, and I've got it on another screen, so I'll just drag it in. And it was successful, and I can select the view button, and there is my rubric: depressingly dreadful, weak, satisfactory, good, very good, and my criterion down here. If we look at the rubric scoring along the bottom here, we can see it's defaulted to the 0. I'm going to move it to the percent because I want to put some values in here. I won't bore you with all of these. So here's my rubric with all the numbers filled in, 10, 20, 40, etc. for the scales, and then the criterion 25, 25, 25, 15 and 10, and you can see this bottom total is 100, so you need to keep an eye on that as you're working in percentage. It's got a bit of an awkward name, so we'll call it a 5 by 6 rubric, which means to me 5 criteria by 6 scales, and we'll save it. So we've created it and saved it, but at the moment it's not attached to this assignment. So if we hit the chain icon, it is attached to this assignment now, and it can't be edited. If you wanted to export it so a friend could use it, just hit the export button and save it somewhere sensible so that you can send it to your friend and they can import it into their own Moodle Turnitin assignments. So we can close, and there it is, ready to use on this student's work. So if we just select some of the scores, and there you have it. The student got 36%. We can apply it to their grade, and it appears top right. If there was another student, you could use one of these arrows up here to go to another submission.